The Singapore Democratic Party was formed in 1980 at a time when the ruling People's Action Party had complete control of parliament after decades cracking down on the opposition. The SDP opposed the PAP's autocratic system and pledged to work for a democratic reform. This provoked the wrath of the PAP and in the ensuing years attracted a series of defamation suits and court prosecutions. Dr. Chee Soon Juan, Secretary General of the party, himself was sued a total of 3 times, where he was ordered to pay more than $1 million in damages. This forced him into bankruptcy and barred him from elections. He managed to raise the necessary funds in 2013 to clear his bankruptcy. He was also jailed repeatedly for speaking in public. The sacrifice was not in vain. In 2000, under pressure, the PAP government established the Speaker's Corner to allow Singaporeans a venue to speak in public. This was, however, accompanied by harsh restrictions which prohibited citizens from conducting protests at the venue. The SDP then pushed on with its leaders and activists conducting peaceful protests to demand citizens' constitutionally guaranteed rights of freedom of speech and assembly. As a result, the leaders were repeatedly imprisoned. Again under pressure, the PAP relented, and in 2007 relaxed the rules of Speaker's Corner and allowed citizens to conduct demonstrations. This led to NGO groups and civil society organizations to stage several big, unprecedented events and protests attended by thousands of people. The SDP has also laid out a series of policy papers, particularly in the areas of healthcare, housing, and immigration, to provide Singaporeans an alternative to vote for. On the economic front, the SDP wants to see a market economy develop in Singapore where the domestic businesses and not state-owned enterprises take the lead. At the same time, the party advocates that workers whose rights have been severely suppressed be allowed to freely and independently organize trade unions. The SDP has also fought to reduce income inequality in Singapore, which is one of the highest in the world, and to alleviate poverty in the city-state. It wants to do more for the weak and needy in the Singaporean society. Its vision is to bring about a Singapore that is free and bold, one where the people have a strong sense of achievement, tempered by an equally fierce regard for compassion, tolerance, and justice. In 1993, the SDP joined the Council of Asian Liberals and Democrats, a move that complements its vision of joining hands with like-minded parties to build an Asia grounded in democracy and respect for human rights. By establishing a network of democracies, we can bring about a region of genuine stability and progress. CULT has since grown from strength to strength, with several of its member parties forming governments in their respective countries. In the past, the PAP had complete control of the information flow in Singapore. This has enabled it to mislead Singaporeans about the SDP and Dr. Chee. With the advent of the internet, however, the Singapore Democrats have been able to reach out directly to the people, and as a result, increasingly win over their support. The party has been working towards its promise to be a competent, constructive, and compassionate party with a compelling alternative vision for a more equal, just, and democratic Singapore.